who starts choking her and causes her to drop her panic button. This is picked up by Dave, who passes it to Jack so he can press the button. Soon Janetti comes and with just a few words, he makes Loomis let go of Nancy. Then Charles tastes Loomis to take him upstairs while Janetti announces a lockdown. Nancy takes Jack to his room and he pretends to go to sleep. As soon as she's gone, he checks on the window to see if it's possible to escape through it. Suddenly he hears a noise and opens the closet to find Dave, who explains he only wants to be sure Jack doesn't have crazy eyes. Jack realizes Mark had white eyes and Dave confirms it's caused by the Orpheum treatment. On the ceiling, Jack can see a light glitching and Dave explains Orpheum happens in a lab upstairs. Those who get treated there come back very different. At the lab, Janetti electrocutes Loomis until his mouth is foaming. The assistant Vera turns off the machine and scolds Janetti for taking it too far, but Janetti says he knows what he's doing and asks her to prepare Loomis for an additional dose of Orpheum. When Vera refuses, Janetti snaps and begins describing how Orpheum could help the patient's brains while injecting Loomis himself. This makes his eyes go white. The next day Jack finally sees his sister on the garden, so he heads to the common room to wait for her. When he approaches her, Lily immediately scolds him for coming, saying she doesn't want to be saved because she's as sick as their mom. An argument ensues and Lily yells, so a nurse sends her back to her room. All this is seen by Heather, who looks intrigued. Later in the cafeteria, Jack takes a spoon and puts it in his pocket when nobody's looking. Suddenly Heather approaches him to ask about Lily. She also invites Jack to come to her room in the evening, but he turns her down and ignores her yelling. Jack sits with Dave and soon they're joined by Charles, who reminds Dave of their deal. Dave is supposed to steal some medicine for him or Charles will report him. After Charles leaves, Dave asks Jack to keep his secret and in return he promises he won't tell anyone that Jack isn't actually crazy, which he figured out because Jack acts sane in private. That night, Charles gets in Heather's room and forces her to do the dirty with him. This happens regularly and Charles keeps her quiet by pointing out nobody would believe her. Meanwhile Jack tries to use the spoon to get parts from the bed. The next morning, he uses those parts